Bill's story. He said that one time he finally met the air controller at some meeting, and he said, well, I want to ask you something. How is it? I can't understand you, but you can understand me. Remember, this was in the early 60s, and his answer was, we watch Gunsmoke. Thank you, American television. And she wanted some from an early age of Bill. And of course, I was younger than him, but I remember Mom telling that he liked the poem Little Boy Blue. And I brought a picture to give to the museum of my nephew, their brother, Paul Williams, drew, and it's a blue boy in space. And it's, where is it?
Right out here in front of the
Right out in front, okay. Anyway, I'm going to donate that to him because Mom said she would say, Little Boy Blue, come over your horn, you know, okay. And when she would get to the spot where it said, and will you go wake him? And he'll say, no, he wasn't going to wake him. So I thought I'd give that painting, that Paul Williams, my nephew, and their brother, to the museum. And one of the earliest recollections is when we lived at Perkins. Dad taught school there. And by the way, all of us 5 kids had Dad as a teacher at one time or another. Bill was the only one that had Mother for a teacher. And that's when we lived at Gypsy, just south of DePue. You know where DePue is, old 66. Anyway, we were playing hide and seek there at Perkins. And he was sitting out on the stoop of the back porch. It wasn't enclosed, just regular planks. And the little boy that played it, he said, here I come with all eyes open. I had hidden under the porch. And Bill was sitting there eating a sandwich, and the guy that was playing it said, here I come with all eyes open. Bill said, how many eyes you got? And I got tickled when they found me first. He was always inquisitive. And when we moved to Sand Springs after school, he would always come home and build his little model aircraft, with the balsa wood and glue and all. Listen to the radio. You might have to explain what the radio is. But anyway, he always listened to Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy, and the Green Hornet. And I remember, I don't know how many hits he made, but we don't have any of them. But anyway, that's, and then our older sister, Margaret, when she was called Skis by family members, she was talking with someone one time, and they said, tell us about your family. And she said, well, I always thought my brother just younger than me, was a sissy. She said, well, what happened? And she said, well, that sissy's orbiting the sky now. So that was from my sister. And then one time we were having lunch, and my sister-in-law had gotten on to him for his table manners. And his comeback was, by an act of Congress, I'm an officer and a gentleman. That was the end of that. And when he moved to his home in Arkansas, after he got back from Skylab, it was 7 miles driveway, you might say, because he was at the end of the road, overlooking a cliff to the Keene River, and you'd have to go towards town to go home. That was, he wanted to get away. And he was working on the roof one time, he said, and it was in the fall of the year, and he said, I never saw so many beautiful trees. I said, after all you've seen, you still appreciate the beauty of nature. And Dad, when he worked, he never did go fly in an airplane. He wouldn't do it. And he did work at Douglas, and I said, he won't even get in one. He said, oh yeah, I've been in many of them at Douglas, but I'm not going up in one. I'm only going to go up once. And he did.
At this time, I'd like to invite the Pogue family, bring your scissors, and the benefactors that made this happen possible, please step up, come forward. And now I'm going to hand the program off to a man who himself is a graduate of the University of Tulsa and has been the collection manager of the Tulsa Air and Space Museum since February 2019. Alex London.
Today we celebrate the unveiling of a museum display dedicated to the remarkable legacy of Colonel Bill Pogue. As we stand before this exhibit, we not only honor a man of extraordinary courage and achievement, but also recognize the profound significance of his contributions to space exploration. Bill Pogue was more than an astronaut. He was a pioneer, a visionary, whose unwavering dedication propelled humanity beyond the bounds of Earth. His journey from piloting fighter jets to orbiting the planet aboard Skylab embodies the spirit of exploration and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. This museum display serves as a testament to Pogue's legacy and enduring impact on space exploration. It showcases not only the tangible artifacts of his missions, but also the intangible legacy of inspiration and discovery he left behind. Through photographs, artifacts, and these wonderful stories we have heard today, visitors will be transported into the cosmos, experiencing firsthand the awe-inspiring feats of this space pioneer. But beyond the artifacts and legacies, the significance of this display lies in its ability to inspire future generations. As we gaze upon this flight suit, let us not only reflect on the past, but also look to the future with hope and determination. Let us be inspired by Bill's spirit of exploration to reach for the stars and push for the boundaries of what is possible. In honoring Bill Pogue today, we honor a man who not only was a human, but also a dreamer. A dream of exploration, discovery, and the boundless potential of the human spirit. May this museum display stand as a beacon of inspiration, guiding us ever onward in our quest to explore the cosmos and unlock the mysteries of the universe. All right, let's cut it. Okay. We'll count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Isn't it great to celebrate someone? So think about it. We're celebrating 54 years since Apollo 13. And how many years? 50 years from this. So, if you think about it, because of all the effort that we're doing in preservation and making sure that we're telling that story, 50 years, 100 years from now, Bill's story will still be inspiring children, and that is fabulous. So back to the kids. So I think our lunchtime presentation has ended. However, we have more to come. And I'd like to invite Bill Moore to come up and give you just a very brief preview of what's to come. And then take your time, and we're going to move over to the planetarium. And Fred and Bill and Jerry are going to tell you a story of something that happened 54 years ago. And so introduce Bill Moore again, space historian, co-author.
Yeah, we're going to relive Apollo 13. We have two gentlemen, what an opportunity. Two gentlemen who were there, one in space and one on the ground. Jerry was one of the flight directors. Jerry, what was your team? Gold. And of course, Fred was in the lunar module at the time of the event that we will be discussing. So, and we may have a surprise speaker, so come over.
Go ahead and tell them the surprise.
Okay. Commander Jim Lovell's going to zoom in for us.
Thanks to Lois, our resident space hipster. By the way, if you want to be really hip, you need to join the Space Hipster. It's as easy as going to Facebook and joining the Facebook page, and it's a wonderful, that is the Space Hipster table. It is a global community of people who just love space and are at all of these fabulous events and support them. So after the presentation in the planetarium, we're going to come back over and there'll be a book signing and autograph signing, and we're just going to have a lovely time together. So thank you for coming. So take your time, and we're going to migrate over to the planetarium. To get to the planetarium, you go back outside like you're going to the parking lot, turn left on the sidewalk, and go into our other building. Our planetarium has 110 theater seats. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It has $250,000 laser projection system. We are very proud of our planetarium. And so I just invite you all to head on over to the planetarium, and we'll do the book signing here in this room after that presentation. So thank you again.